What's good, my boy? I touched on this a bit in my video from yesterday, but I just figured I would expand upon this topic. Curiosity is a beautiful thing. It's been a superpower from some of the greatest minds in history, Da Vinci and just countless other people, and scientists, and some of the greatest breakthroughs have come from curiosity. And for me, I would consider myself someone who is like insatiably curious to the point where it's detrimental at points, because you can channel and use your curiosity and channel it into productive things, but you can also channel curiosity into self-destruction, and it will mask itself as something good for you. Let me explain. I'm very curious about these videos, making things for online and shit like that. But if I go too deep into the weeds and I make it like bigger than it ought to be, which the way that's the healthiest for me is kind of like what I would call the Joe Rogan method of post and ghost, which pretty much, it's self-explanatory. You post something, whatever that may be, and then you go ghost. You don't look at your comments, you don't look at your likes, you don't look at your subscribers, you don't look at none of that shit. It's just you're dabbling and then you're out. You're dabbling and then you're out. And I feel like for some of these people it's almost necessary, because they're at a point of fame where they get so much real world interaction from their creations online that it would be overwhelming to get the other side of it. But I also feel like if you don't have that level of fame, but you're still looking at these things, it can be the same amount of detrimental. It can be just as detrimental to your mental health, because it's not going where you want, or your expectations are not met. But if you go at it with just a baseline level of curiosity, just something that you're interested in, then, and with no expectations, then it can't really bite you. Another way that curiosity can be detrimental, touching more onto like the self-destruction parts, is like, let's say you have a curiosity with drugs, but you don't have a very healthy relationship with them. You can be curious of certain people's lifestyles. Dude, that guy seems to have so much benefits from alcohol, and be able to just flow and have a balance with it. That's so interesting. Wow, that rapper seems to make so much money and be able to be so productive, but they smoke a fucking like ounce of weed every 2 days. Wow, that's real interesting. Your curiosity starts getting with you, and it's like, maybe I could dabble in that lifestyle. Or a David Goggins. Nobody is fucking David Goggins. He's just built different. But your curiosity is like, wow, that's so interesting. He does all these marathons. Let me give up every fucking thing I do and try to do that. That's where it hurts you. Is, let's say you got like a set goal. You got to set things. If you allow the curiosity to just like lead you completely, and there's not a lot of discipline and structure with it, you'll never stay consistent with certain things. So as much as I preach the benefits of curiosity and an open mind, it's also good to be grounded in certain things. I watched something that really made me start thinking about this concept and reflecting on where I've had troubles with it, is this Joe Rogan podcast clip with Gary Clark Jr. I think that's his name. Something Clark Jr. He's a musician, and he's trying to teach Joe Rogan guitar. I told this story in my last video, but it was like an hour long, so I doubt anybody really heard it. But it's like, Joe Rogan feels the temptation of musical instruments and how like cool it is to learn them, and how deep into the weeds you can get with this shit. And he's hesitant. He's like, man, once I go down this fucking rabbit hole, I'm too obsessive. My curiosity ventures out in too many different realms where I'll want to fucking just pursue that and I'll have to take time from something that I truly care about and have a lot of history with and am deeply rooted into. And instead of continuing that, I'll have to kind of give up things I care about with that to go to this new thing. And we have to be careful and really mindful to not venture down those rabbit holes into the weeds too much with things. Another great example of this is like the whole conspiracy shit. Bro, if you have a really curious mind, it is fucking like poison to go down some of these conspiracy rabbit holes. Things where you need your mind clear of noise. You'll just start consuming all of this shit because it's just so, it's like fucking a science fiction novel or like a fantasy novel that you're connecting to reality that's with possibilities and shit. And it becomes like cancerous, where in reality, it doesn't fucking matter at all if aliens are butt fucking Donald Trump or whatever conspiracy. It don't matter. None of it fucking matters. All that matters is that if you got goals and you're trying to pursue something and you're trying to chase after something, or not even chase, but you're just trying to get some fucking work done, it's going to poison that. It's going to hurt that. So a very powerful skill is to learn to control your curiosity. Have an abundance where you don't get closed-minded and you're willing to learn, but don't let it completely envelop you. For me, as an example, I have almost destroyed myself many times with taking on too many ventures. I describe in my videos the 4 main things that I truly care about whenever it comes to like work and activity. That is building things, whether it be out of wood, metal, whatever the fuck, just building things. Second, painting. I really like it. Third is my music. And the fourth, which is not the least, but the one I dabble with for the least amount of time during the day, are these videos. Now, like I mentioned with the Goggins, I'm super curious in different ways people live. And if I start watching too much fucking Goggins, I'm like, bro, I'm gay as fuck. Why the fuck do I want to be some pussy ass painter, dog? I need to fucking start running ultra marathons and be that motherfucker, dude. I need to start doing this and fucking be a man and just do. But it's like, I truly have a passion and love these like paintings and artistic ventures. So I have to use my groundedness in the ability to be structured and disciplined and be like, no. That's really cool what that dude's doing. That's really fucking interesting. I love how passionate he is about it. But that's not my passion. So let him have that. And that's kind of the mindset you have to go with to kind of navigate through the weeds of these different curiosities. Let Alex Jones be the fucking conspiracy guy. I got other shit I got to do. Be true to your time commitments you've already committed to, and don't jump on other ships whenever yours is smooth fucking sailing. Chase paper, enjoy art and nature. Just a quick video for today. And a little bit of an expanded thing on that topic. Have a good one, my boy.